What's up everyone, it's FNHoosa57 here. We're back with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I have another elite weapon review for you. This is the NA-45 SCREAMIN, which is the elite variant of the normal NA-45 sniper rifle. This is a really interesting sniper rifle for Call of Duty, because normally it is a two-shot semi-automatic sniper. The first round, which is the primer, explodes when the catalyst, the second round, hits nearby. So keep that in mind. It's a very odd sniper. But today we're talking about the NA-45 SCREAMIN, which is the elite variant of this particular weapon system. This has 3 positives and 3 negatives to it. The 3 positives are all stacked as a +3 to its fire rate, which is normally a pretty high fire rate of 9, which is good for a sniper rifle, but this gives it a fire rate of 12. However, it does have -2 handling, so its hipfire accuracy is horrible, and -1 damage, which makes it a little bit harder to use in core than in hardcore. I prefer to play hardcore, so most of my gameplay is all done in hardcore. Now, to give you an idea, this setup is a little bit strange, but this is my setup for running the NA-45 SCREAMIN. I do keep the wildcard overkiller so I can take another primary weapon as my secondary weapon, and I'll use that weapon until I can get into position to where I can snipe. Since most of the maps, there's only 1 or 2 areas that you actually have a good shot that you can hit somebody at a long distance away. With that being said, I also use the ACOG scope for it, and then I take Danger Close, Blind Eye, and Scavenger with Cloak and then usually 1 grenade. Now you might be asking why in the world I would take Danger Close on a sniper rifle. Danger Close gives you more explosive damage and more score streak damage, kind of an odd choice for a sniper. Well, let's take this to the range so I can show you. Now, as you can see, it's got a really cool white and gold camo. I actually don't use the royalty camo that I have on my H-bar on this sniper because it looks better without it. And we're going to go ahead and show you. Now, these targets represent the amount of damage that it would take to destroy a player in core. In hardcore, it's much less. So with this particular sniper, as you can see, we're going to go for a body shot, and in core, it still takes 2 rounds as a body shot to actually kill someone. Now, if you hit someone in the head, it's 1 shot at any distance. Same in hardcore, 1 shot at any distance, of course, for the headshot. But the neat thing is, hardcore, at any distance, even if you were to shoot somebody in the foot, they die. And that's the incredible power of this sniper rifle. Now, it gets better. You might have seen things exploding down there at range if you were paying attention. So, what you're going to see, I'll shoot the wall first so you can see it. That little red blinking light is basically like a Semtex grenade, per se. But you can shoot next to it with your second round, and it explodes. It doesn't have quite the blast radius of a Semtex grenade, but it has a pretty big blast radius and is enough to instant kill someone. So let's say I shoot near this target. I can blow up the target. It's actually really useful in hardcore because you can totally dominate a flag with that. And basically when you see someone, you're just going to shoot both rounds. And if the rounds hit close, they detonate. Now you know why I'm running Danger Close, because that gives you even more explosive damage, which is insane for this weapon. Now, it's a little bit hard to get used to, which is the only drawback, and at first I didn't like it because normally with a sniper rifle, you're always trying to go for that headshot, or you're always trying to go for that chest shot. And that can be a little bit difficult to get in hardcore. Not quite as much in core because people aren't hiding as much. But that's the beauty of this weapon. You simply fire both rounds. And since it already has an incredibly high fire rate, with that +3 to fire rate, you can very easily hit your target, get that second round on target, and detonate the first round. But something that you do need to know is if you were to, and I do this a lot, fire that first round into an area that I know enemies like to come through, you can switch weapons, and that's why I carry a second primary weapon. You can engage targets, you can even move to a different area and come back. Switch back to your sniper, and as long as you haven't died or you haven't reloaded the sniper, you can shoot near that first round with that second round and detonate it. So basically, it's like a detonate on command Semtex grenade. The only drawback is if you were to hip fire the weapon. As you've seen, those shots go so far from one another that you're not going to be able to basically hip fire and get the rounds to detonate. Only if you were extremely close to somebody would you be able to get those rounds to detonate. Like if I were to come through this door, I wouldn't be able to get those rounds to detonate. Now, if you scope in, you can get those rounds to detonate. That's why I use the ACOG scope, because as you can see, bring up your sight, and there you go. Now, you can get a decent amount of distance. As you can see, you don't have to hit right on top of that first round. You can hit over to the side of that first round by several feet. Now, if you move more than, say, about 3 feet away, it won't detonate. But still, that is incredible that you have basically a grenade launching sniper. And it's incredibly accurate, it's incredibly stable, it's very easy to get those shots with, and as you can see, that first round, when hit by that second round, is constantly exploding. Move this target all the way down, and I'm not even stabilizing this scope. This is why this has to be my favorite sniper rifle, especially for hardcore. I pretty much can keep 100% accuracy with this weapon, and almost every shot is going to be a one-hit kill because you're always shooting those 2 rounds. There's no point in only firing 1 round. Of course, if you fire 1 round and the target goes down, great, you don't have to fire that second round. As long as that light's blinking, even if it's on the dead body and the body's on the ground, let's say another person comes running by it, you can shoot that body or shoot near that body again and detonate it and get another kill with the explosion. So this weapon is just extremely awesome. I love this weapon, and that's saying something because I really don't think that this Call of Duty is very good for sniping. The maps are all small maps. It's very hard to get, you know, a spot that's a long distance shot that, you know, would normally cater to sniping. So just keep that in mind when you're, you know, playing with the sniper rifles and, you know, you want to see which weapon you want to use. And then, you know, definitely if you get this weapon, give it a try. That +3 to fire rate is just insane on this particular weapon. Hopefully this review helped you, gave you an idea of, you know, what this weapon is like to use, and whether or not you should keep it or even try and get it from a supply drop. Remember to go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I will be doing gameplay videos with these different weapons very soon. Thanks for watching.